Hi Cancer, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Cancer, in today's reading, I am going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Good to be here, Cancer. Just wanted to tell you, sorry about last week's readings. My computer went out, so I had to go and fix it and get this new one. But I'm here and I'm good. So let's get started, Cancer. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Whenever you see this reading, it's going to be the right time, whether it's an old reading or a new reading. It's whenever you see it, it was meant for you. Okay, so let's get started, Cancer. This is for Cancer, for the highest get. Two cards for Cancer. Well, okay, one more card. Huh? You have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lays great bounty. So, you may not see what's going on, or you may think that you're not going to get anything, nothing's going to come out of it. But just remember, beneath the surface lays great bounty. So there's something there. Whatever it is that you're doing, you keep at it, keep working hard, okay, because it's going to pay off. You have grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. So, I've been talking about this all morning because everybody's been getting the gratitude card. Everybody's been having, really have gratitude for everything, big or small. The food on the table, where you go to sleep, the home that you have, because, there are so many people that don't have anything like that. And if you have that gratitude within you, you go further. Okay, so just remember that. All right, so Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Here we go. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. This is for Cancer. One card for the current. This is for the current. One for the situation. Oh. One for the past. One for what's hidden. One for the, hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. Oh, okay. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Okay. So, Cancer, you start off, I'm sorry, you guys. So you start off with the Well card. The Well card is talking about, you've been thinking a lot about changing things. You're going through this huge transformation right now. Wanting to change yourself, wanting to change everything around you. You're just like going through this big transformation. So you're in your mind thinking about everything that's going on or what you've been through. You have the Knight of Swords, I'm sorry. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like you need to really be careful on how you're doing things. Don't rush into anything, any decisions, stuff like that. I feel like you need to just like be calm and patient, with everything, because remember that everything does have consequences, okay? And you really need to not rush into decisions, because I feel like you're very impatient right now. You want things to come in like quick, and then you have the King of Pentacles here. The King of Pentacles is about, trying to establish yourself, wanting that strong foundation, like not to worry about anything. I do feel like there is some kind of wealth that you came into, or you're about to come into very soon, or you've been thinking about money. You have the Ten of Swords up here for what's hidden. The Ten of Swords is talking about that there is definitely something that's coming to an end. It could have been a relationship, could have been somebody you didn't talk to anymore, people falling in and out of your life. Just that something has come to an end, and it's been hurtful. It's been hurtful to you. So let's see what's going on with that, okay? You do have the Eight of Pentacles here for the hopes and fears. The Eight of Pentacles is talking about, you've been working very hard. You continuously work for your home, your family, and everything else, And you want to see the results. You want to see that material success, and you're seeing. Look around you. You have that material success. But you want more. You're trying. It's like they're telling you, don't give up. You will see that material success. Okay, just don't give up. Keep working hard. You have the moon card here for the what you need to do now. And I feel like you're not seeing things clearly. You're very uncertain about what's going to happen in the future. You're just looking at everything. We are in a new moon right now because I'm doing these readings as we speak in the new moon. So that could also be part of it also. You have the Queen of Pentacles and what you need to work on, and you really need to start taking care of yourself. Okay, when the spirit guides come in and they tell you, hey, it's time to take care of yourself, it's time to take it easy, it's the time to do it. Okay, because there's like your guardian angels are watching over you. You want this guidance, but you also need to start doing what they tell you, and that means taking care of yourself, your mind, your body, your health. You take care of yourself. Also feel like you need to work on your finances, really, really double check everything, There could be somebody around you that's pregnant, or there's some kind of children around. So let's see what, I feel like I'm also getting here for the Queen of Pentacles that, you've been doing so much, you've been doing more than you should. And you're trying to multitask everything, like take care of the kids, take care of your family, work, clean the house and so forth. And you're trying to do everything, but you're very exhausted. And then you have the High Priestess here, Cancer, and the High Priestess for the outcome is talking about, trusting your higher self, getting in tune with your intuition, learning about it. Wow. Okay. Trusting your intuition. All right, so Cancer, let's see what's going on. Take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. This is for Cancer. The Well. Why is the Well here? All right, so you do have the Six of Swords going through this big transformation. You have the Four of Wands. Wow. All right, so there's something here that you're definitely leaving behind, because not only are you leaving it behind, but it's come to an end. The Ten of Swords is here. Something is ending in your life. And then you're going through this big transformation, which you're looking at things very differently. You're looking at them, you're changing things within you and around you. Things are just changing, and it's like you're tired. You're tired of the same way it was before. You don't want to do it no more like that. With the Six of Swords, this person right here, she's like, he or she, there's no gender in tarot. Okay, so just know that. They're looking back, but they're just like leaving. They're like, see ya, sorry to see ya, I'm leaving, and it's like she doesn't want to do it no more. That's how much of a change you're doing. You're leaving things behind. You want just peace. You want to be at peace. You want everything just to fall into place. You have the Four of Wands here, and the Four of Wands is talking about that, there is definitely new things coming in, working together, happiness, moving forward, being adventurous, celebration, happy times, spending time with your family, things like that, which is very nice. I like that. So, wow, there's a lot of changes here for you, Cancer. It's like you're finally you're finally going to start setting boundaries. You're finally going to start saying, you know what, I'm tired of it now. I want something different. So you have the Knight of Swords here. Why is the Knight of Swords here? One more card. Wow. All right. So you have the King of Cups and the Lovers. Wow. So with the Lovers card, I feel like, you need to communicate better with your significant other. I feel like you don't speak up enough. Like you really need to say what's on your mind. Okay. You're like the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, he's very smart, he's very strong-willed, but he's very impatient. Like he wants everything, but he doesn't know how to come across it and doesn't say about it. Like this is you, okay? Whether you're male or female, this is you, okay? You want everything to be changed. You want things to be different, right? But you don't say nothing. You're very impatient. You're like, oh, I want this, I want that, but yet you don't say nothing. And they're asking you to really start communicating with your significant other. How are they supposed to know? The person that you're with, your significant other, how are they supposed to know you want all this change? So really start speaking up, really start talking, trust the process. Okay, like start trusting yourself. Just what can they say? No. Can they get angry? Okay, well, you want change and they don't. Well, speak about it, start talking about it. The lovers. And then you have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is talking about the King of Cups is talking about, like, you know, you get angry. Your emotions are all over the place. You get angry because you got to do this. You get angry because you got to you're the only one that has to take care of the kids or take care of the grandkids or take care of the house, or nobody else will contribute, but there's so many people there, but yet nobody helps you, that kind of thing. And your emotions are just like mad, they're sad, they're happy, and but the thing is, you don't say nothing, and you need to start communicating. The King of Cups is about, like, hey, you want this change, you want things to be different, well, then start speaking up, is what they're saying. Okay, you have the King of Pentacles here, because the only way it's going to change is if you start communicating. Okay, you have the King of Pentacles here. And why is the King of Pentacles here? One more card. Oh, I shouldn't have done that, but I'm going to anyways. So in the past, you do have the King of Pentacles. You have a lot of anger still within you. You feel like you're being left out of things. You feel like people could be talking about you. I also feel like you need to really start using your intuition and trusting your intuition, because it's a big thing here. And then with the King of Pentacles, I feel this is in the past. I feel like there was some kind of money that came in, the kind of wealth. I feel like you're trying to establish yourself and create a strong foundation with the King of Pentacles. But you're still very angry. You're still very like you do use your intuition, because you do know that people are talking about you, that people are saying this and that about you. It's like you do know, but this is in the past. Okay, remember, it's in the past tense. So it's like they're telling you, keep using your intuition. Okay, keep using it, and stop letting people talk about you. Like, you're very angry. You have that anger within you. Wow. And then you have the Ten of Swords here. And why is the Ten of Swords here for Cancer? One more card. You have the Seven of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So, you've been feeling a lot, very, very sad. You look at these people, they're there, and they're just like looking behind the door, looking at everything, I feel like, that sometimes you feel like you're down. Sometimes I feel like you're isolated. You feel isolated. Sometimes you feel like you're always by yourself and doing everything around you, and I feel like it's just temporary, that things are going to get better. Like, if you feel like you're lacking money, I feel like things are going to get better, and you're not. It's just a temporary thing. Things are going to get better for you. But I also feel like there is something coming to an end, and I don't know exactly what it is, but it's gonna affect you in a different way, and it could be painful, like in a painful ending. So just be aware of that. Also feel like you're going to be making decisions very soon, making a decision, because you have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is talking about making a decision, but they're asking you to be realistic about it. They're telling you, hey, be real with it. Like, if you're going to start speaking up, it's time to be real. If you're going to be making these decisions, it's time to be real also. Okay, so really know that. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles down here in the Hopes and Fears. One more card. Wow. All right, so wow, okay. So you have the Eight of Pentacles here. You've been working very hard. You work hard in everything. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirits. You work hard in everything. you've been working hard, you're trying to reach that material success. You want that. You want to be successful. You want to do so much, They're telling you, don't give up on anything. Don't give up on any of your dreams. Like, continue to work hard, because you will reach that financial success that you want. Okay, you will reach that material success that you really want. Um, the Eight of Wands is here, and the Eight of Wands is talking about that things are going to start moving very fast for you. There's going to be news and messages that are going to come in for you. Um, all of a sudden changes are going to come in that you didn't even expect are going to come in also. And then you have the Four Cups here, and I feel like with the Four Cups, if you see this man, let me see if you could see it. Okay, you see this man, right? He has his hand on his head, and he's really worried about things. He's worried about everything that he can't do. He's worried about the frustration that he has within him, the anger. He wants change. He wants to do things differently. He's bored sometimes. He feels like he just keeps continuing to do the same thing. And I feel like you're so in that, like, you're so in that mode that you're not seeing these opportunities around you. You're not seeing the cat that's on top of there, to have fun. He wants to jump on you to have fun. The cup is, that little boy, he has a cup there full of opportunities, and you're not even looking up, and he's like, hey, 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 come look at this. And you're just like, nope, I don't want to look at that, because I'm so into my feelings. I'm so, and they're telling you that needs to change. Okay. Cause I feel like you're very disconnected with things. I feel like you're not really paying attention, that you're missing opportunities. You do have the Moon card up here. And why is the Moon card here for Cancer? One more card. Wow. So you do have the Moon card, and we are in the new moon right now. So just know that. I feel like you're not really seeing things clearly. I feel like you're not really seeing the future clearly either, because you're so overwhelmed. You have a lot on your shoulders. You have the Ten of Wands. I feel like you need to start setting boundaries, because you're doing everything for everyone. You're trying to take out the trash. You're trying to take care of the kids. You're trying to take care of the grandkids. You're trying to do your finances. You're trying to work. You're trying to cook dinner. You're trying to make the bed, to clean the house. You're trying to mow the lawn. You're trying to, go shopping. You're trying to go do this. You're trying to go do that. But you don't do, you're like very overwhelmed, and you need to start taking it easy. You really do. Okay. These cards don't come out because they're just telling you, hey, look at the pretty picture. They're telling you because there's something going on, and you really need to start paying attention. You're very overwhelmed. You're carrying a lot on you, and you feel very overwhelmed with a lot. And they want you to start setting boundaries, clear boundaries, like start saying no. Don't take on everything that you need. Don't take on everything. Don't start saying, okay, I'll do it. Nope. Don't start doing that. Nope, nope, nope. It's time for you to take care of yourself, Cancer. Please, it is. And then you have the Fool card. The Fool card says, if you start taking it easy, you'll see things differently, and you'll be on this new journey. This new path is here. But, you're so overwhelmed with everything that's going on that you're not seeing it. There is a new cycle here. There is a new path that you're supposed to be on. Okay, so just know that. Start setting boundaries. Start doing things differently. Take a leap of faith on things. Okay, is what they're saying. Just go for it. Do what you need to do. You have the Queen of Pentacles for what you need to work on. And why is the Queen of Pentacles here for Cancer? One more card. So you do have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. All right. So you're really overworked. You're very overwhelmed with everything. You want that material success, and because you have the Eight of Pentacles here again. And, like I said, don't give up on things. You will see it. You will see everything that you've been doing, but you're just doing so much. You're multitasking. You're trying to do everything for everybody, and you really need to start taking it easy. It's your health that you need to take care of. It's your mind that you need to take care of. Once you start taking care of that, then you can go back and do what you need to do. But right now, it's time to take care of yourself, Cancer. Okay, because you need to rest when you feel tired. Go to the doctor when you need to go to the doctor. Take care of yourself, because you're doing way too much. It's extremely it's overly doing here. It's overly being done here. I feel like, you just need to take care of yourself. You have the 9 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups is, you see all the cups behind her. She's taking it easy on the beach. You've accomplished so much in your life. You need to step back and really see everything that you have done. Okay, and they're trying to tell you, look, you've done everything. You've done so much. So take it easy now. It's time to take it easy, because you do have the material success. You do have, you have reached the accomplishments that you have been doing, but you just need to start taking it easy. Okay. I feel like they want you to be grateful for everything that's coming in, big or small. Be grateful. If it's just a new pillow that you get, well, be grateful for it. Your head's going to be very soft, and it's going to be very nice for your sleep, but be grateful. Have gratitude for everything that comes in. Shout it out. Say it. Hey, I'm grateful for everything that I have, because it does make a difference. And then you have the High Priestess for the outcome. And why is the High Priestess here? Okay, one more card. Wow. All right, so you do have the High Priestess. Trust your intuition, okay? You're very intuitive, so you need to really try to trust your intuition, and that's your instincts. That's that part of you that says, hey, you're not supposed to be here. Get out of here. Trust your intuition, okay? You do have the Strength card. They want you to be calm. They want you to find your strength and your confidence to do the things that you need to do, and that's speak your truth. Speak speak what you need to change. Start, saying no. Find your confidence and start taking care of yourself and start doing things for yourself. Okay, that's your strength. Find your strength. Find your confidence, because it's going to lead you to something very good. You have the 10 of Pentacles here, and the 10 of Pentacles says, you're going to find what you want. You're going to establish, you're going to get what you want, that material success that you're looking for. You're going to get that. But you still need to change all this. You need to be more confident. You need to you need to communicate better. You need to be grateful. You need to take it easy. You need to stop taking on more than you should. Okay, there is a decision that you're going to be making very soon also. So be aware of that. Wow, there was so much in this reading. It's crazy. All right, so Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. God bless.